I'm Don Barclay. I'm the faculty director of the Syngenta Grower U program at the IVEY Business School. I've been with IVEY for close to 25 years now and been associated with the Grower U program for the past 10, a program that was initiated in 2004 and carries on to date. What I'd like to talk about today are essentially a couple of things that I've noticed with the growers over the years. Number one, I think growers really have to pay much more attention these days to trends in the world. There's a few things happening that really shakes their business. Number one, feeding the world. It's not just feeding Canadians, it's not just feeding North Americans, it's feeding the world. Another trend that's important is just sustainable agriculture. The notion that we have to do things properly with respect to water, environment, and so on. Another trend that's kind of happening in the industry that we have to pay attention to is just growth in farm size. And if you look at some of the farms out west these days, we've got farms that are up to 100,000 acres. So what does all that mean? What does that mean? Number one, growers really have to pay attention to these things. Number two, if you look at some of those trends, the first thing that pops out in my mind, and we discussed it a lot in Grower U, is the whole notion of innovation. No longer can you get away with the idea that Dad used to do it this way, Grandpa used to do it this way, I can do it this way and be successful. So if you think about some of the trends, you innovate around thinking about global markets. If I can get a red lentil to Korea and they'll pay a premium for high quality, consistency, and high color, that's an opportunity that I might want to pursue. So this whole notion of innovation both on the farm and off the farm is one of the big takeaways that we work with growers on during Grower U. The other notion that comes out of some of the trends that we see is it's not the family farm anymore. If you're managing 25,000, 75,000, 100,000 acres, you are now in a big business. One of the implications of that is people. It's not enough to go tell your kids to go and combine anymore or to seed anymore. What you've got to do is manage people in a very professional way. That involves everything from creating clear job descriptions and role clarity on your farm, right through to finding the right people that match those job descriptions, finding ways, as we talked about this week, to make those employees sticky to your farm. How do you retain them? What kinds of things can you do to have them not leave? Motivating people, rewarding them properly, making them feel part of the farm culture is a really important management issue that we discussed during Grower U. So just a quick summary then. If you take a look at some of the trends around globalization, around feeding the world, around sustainable, and around growing farms, it really says to me at least two areas you have to watch out for are innovation and managing people. So that's two of the big takeaways that we work with growers on during Grower U.